Hello, I'm here with Jason Carr, and Jason, I just wanted to thank you for allowing us to support the Chad Tough Foundation. Just have a couple questions for you as it relates to the foundation. What are some of the greatest challenges that you're finding out there with the foundation?
I think the biggest challenges for us is when our son was diagnosed and you get told basically he's got 9 months to live, and you think about in this day and age, how do you have a disease that in 50 years has made no progress? And what you find out as we've moved forward in that was that the reason for that is the research hadn't been done on this disease, not enough of it. And the reason for that was there's a funding gap. There's a big funding gap between what goes to adult cancers and what goes to pediatric cancers. And so that's why we exist, is to try and close that gap and to get more funding into the pediatric brain tumors.
Yeah, that's awesome. As far as the Chad Tough Foundation goes, obviously, Kenney Outdoor Solutions in Spring Valley is looking to partner and help support a great cause and a great charity. What other types of organizations are you working with that are maybe similar, or you're cooperating with, kind of regional, local, national level?
It's a lot of it is families, because this is where the funding comes from. Sure. There's not a big government funding into this, and really what happens is it comes from families that have been affected, and they're in these amazing communities that are willing to jump in and do things like this. And and that's where the funding comes from. And we've had a lot of there's a lot of partnerships within. You'll have multiple family foundations that will pool their resources together and fund jointly, in the hopes that they can draw more and more grant applications. So we're in a couple organizations like that it's fun to be a part of, because you've got this it's an awful connection, but but you've got this connection. You work with some amazing people, and so it's exciting what's going on, for sure.
Yeah. What would you, so we're private labeling with the support of Spring Valley. We've been able to create some private labeled bags where we're donating 50 cents for every bag sold, donating 50 cents to the Chad Tough Foundation. What would you like to say to some of the contractors or end users that are considering, hey, what should we use here as we get into the winter months for salt and ice melt purposes?
Yeah, I think it's, whether it's if they have customers but I think anytime you have something that where we're saying, hey, we're going to give 50 cents back to this, and it's a local cause that affects kids.
Sure.
And I think everybody has been affected by some sort of cancer. But when it's a kid's cancer, and you watch a kid battle cancer, it's just, we went through it, and you just say to yourself, whatever we can do, we're going to do. And so I think in a thing like this where you're gonna buy salt, right?
Sure.
And so the fact that it's got this little extra thing on it, 50 cents going back, and then also with the labels on the bag, there will be people that say, I don't know, what is Chad Tough? What is that? And they'll learn about it, and they'll find a way to connect and to watch that ripple effect of what one person can do by doing something like this, and watch it affect somebody else and affect somebody else. It's a powerful thing to be a part of. Yeah. And so, I would just say thank you to you guys, and to anybody that's considering it. It is a huge need, and with the funding, we do everything we can to make sure that every dollar goes to something really good.
Yeah. Well, we've only, last year was our first year doing this, so we have a lot of aspirations to sell, double, triple, quadruple, whatever, is beyond that. So, on behalf of Kenney Outdoor Solutions and Spring Valley, who is our manufacturer partner, I'd just like to present you with a check here from last year's purposes, for last year's sales, for $5,310. And my hope is that next year we're standing here, and that number is double, tripled, or even larger.
It's incredible. We're truly grateful and honored that you chose us, and excited to see what happens going forward.
Very good.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, Jason.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.